Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rime of the Frostmaiden. This is a Patreon campaign starring all of these lovely people who support the channel and help me pay my bills. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Without your support, all of the things that we do here, the one-shots, three-shots, marathons, none of those would be possible. If you want more information for what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out the link there in chat. And we also have a YouTube. You can find all of our previous episodes for this campaign and our other campaigns over there as well. Shout out to Epidemic Sound, royalty-free music at epidemicsound.com. We are also featuring Kevin McLeod, found at incompetech.com. If you would like to interact with this game, there are a few ways you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free to grant a blessing or a reroll advantage die to the player of your choice. Or if you want to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10. Oh, hold on.
Oh!
Every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. We're going to go around and reintroduce everyone. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and give us a little reminder of who you're playing. And we'll start off with Melly.
Hello, I'm Melly VT. I once upon a time was a streamer, but I've not streamed in a really long time now. I'm a TTRPG player. You can find me on Twitter at Amelia Ikeda. And yeah, I play Emmeline, the ranger who has been, up until now, I think, petting puppies. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna either continue petting puppies or I think kill an owlbear, so yeah.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, GeekDice will no longer be playing in our Frostmaiden campaign. He is dropping out to prioritize some real-life time management things. I'm super happy for him, and he will be very missed. But that does mean that we now have an open seat. So over here, it could be you. You can hop into the Discord if you want more information for that. !Discord for that information there. We're gonna hop on over to V.
Hello, I'm V, Vertigo Cross. I am a variety Twitch streamer. I mostly play whatever games I feel like at the time, usually something you might not have seen before. Last thing I played with my friend Baggy, we went back to Dark Souls 1, because we haven't played that in a while. And it was a bit of a trip. On the show today, I'm playing as Clay, a little Harengon fighter who just wants to help people and protect them.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll hop on over to Schroeder.
Hey everyone, I am Schroeder. My pronouns are they, them. I play Lyrinus, who has the same. I can be found on Twitter right now and here every other Wednesday. I am looking at doing this more though, so if you have any casting calls, share them, let me know. I'm looking to get more experience. I play Lyrinus, as I said, who had a bit of a identity crisis last week. They're fortunately back to themselves, not quite themselves, a better version maybe. We'll have to see.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Speaking of casting calls, just check out my Twitter. Keep an eye out. That's all I got. That's all I can say right now.
So excited.
They're waiting outside Stella's door, just listening. Is she saying too much?
Okay. Apollyon.
Hi, sorry. I'm Apollyon. I can be found here every other week on Stella's stream, where I currently play Kolskegg the Barbarian. In addition, you can find me over on Start Playing, in which I have 2 seats available in the Thursday evening campaign. So if you'd like to play some D&D, you can absolutely find me there. Come sign up and have a great time.
Excellent. What setting is it in? Tell us a little bit about it.
It is a Dragonlance campaign. We are currently level 5. Everybody's having a great time. So if you've ever wanted to explore Dragonlance and the world of Krynn, in the new Dragonlance campaign, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. You really should come by and check it out. It's pretty awesome. It's a fun campaign. Lots of gritty action that goes on in the campaign. So come by and check it out, please.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And we'll pop on over to Zombie.
Hello, my name is Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm older than to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips. That's up to your own discretion. Today I play Bam Nash, who is a bit of a orc wizard boy who to see what we have to do with these giant owl bears and such. If you're so inclined to, you can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. If you do, thank you for the follow. If you so incline, there you will find a pinned tweet made by the lovely Lady May. Lady May is awesome. It is my business card. I do audio editing, video editing, Twitch clipping. If you think you could need any of those things or know of anybody who would like any of those things, just send them my way. There soon will be a new tweet, and I'll be sharing it on that and all other social medias that have my name on it, where it'll be kind of a list of most of the stuff I've done. I've done too many clips for me to put in an entire spreadsheet. That'd be way too many for anybody. I'm never going to burden anyone on that. But just to give a sample of works I've done, both clipping and video editing wise. So
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'll give a little recap of what we've been up to up until this point, because it's been quite a bit. We made our way over to Kelvin's Cairn, where we were in search of a wayward guide that was hired to take a group of adventurers up the cairn and into the mountains. We were alerted that this was a problem to begin with by Boy, a sled dog that had made all the way back home and alerted our party. After meeting with their partner, getting a little more information, we went to the cairn. And it was there that we began to climb the mountain. At the base, we found 2 tents and 5 sled dogs tied to a sled. They seemed to have been abandoned for some time, but they were able to sustain themselves, take care of themselves from a nearby crate of supplies. And it was there that the party split, some staying to look after the various creatures you have. You have the dogs, you have Blueberry, the axebeak, you have Marbles, the cat. And the group of you went up the mountain. You managed to make your way through an avalanche, and you passed a number of screaming goats. That was quite interesting. And you found yourselves at the mouth of a cave. Upon exploring it, before you got to the cave, you found Garrett. And it was there that you found that they had been separated, they had been attacked, and you went forward to try to find everyone that you could. When you went into the cave, however, you found it was not empty. You encountered Yetis, a family of Yetis. And it was there that you were able to save the halfling companion of the adventuring party that was lost up here. You discovered that the Goliath was slain, and the tiefling was further up the mountain and had frozen to death. With everyone accounted for, you made your way back down, reunited with Emmeline, Aeolus, and all of the various creatures. So now all you have left is to go back to Targos, where you can bring Garrett back to their partner Keegan and escort all of these dogs back home. On the way there, a blistering wind began to pick up, and we found ourselves in an ambush. We are in the middle of combat. But before we start off with Clay, I would like a stealth check from Emmeline, please.
Yay. Oh.
That's-
Starting off strong. That's a nat 20.
That is a nat 20. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Can I also get you to select your token and roll for initiative?
Double nat 20s, come on.
I have a +9, so.
All right, 22. Very nice. Okay, Clay, it is your turn.
All right. Which of these two big boys looks the most wounded?
The one with red eyes that is currently bearing the hex of Lyranus appears more wounded. The one with gold eyes appears a little healthier.
All right, I am going to take a swing at the red one.
Okay, very good. I don't like this music.
Does a 9 hit?
No, armor class is 13, unfortunately. You try to swing with your hand axe, and I imagine that the creature just lifts up its big claw with a counterattack, and you do not connect.
Honestly, to be expected. I'm the size of this thing's paw.
You are. Absolutely.
All right, well that's about it for me.
Okay, Emmeline, you are currently stealthed.
So I have made my way towards these folks because my party has taken way too long while I've been petting puppies and something's clearly up. So I've made my way over, and what do I see as I get over the ridge?
Yeah, as you come over the ridge, you can see that Lyranus is in the back, has been casting some spells at a distance. Bam has come up and is running up towards the melee fray here. Kolskegg and Clay are currently engaged with what appear to be two snowy owlbears, and they are hungry.
Oh, that's not good. There's not very much food around here, so they're not going to stop.
Oh,
so
yes.
I'm going to pull my bow out and try and attack whichever one looks weakest right now. Literally over Leonus' shoulder. Sorry for that. Just
All good.
out of nowhere, because I am hidden in the snow.
You are. So you get to do this at
Let's see.
advantage.
Ooh, thank you. I don't know what I roll.
Okay, first roll is a 15. Go ahead and roll again in case it's a crit.
That's a
14. Okay, 15 is a hit. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Ooh, let's see. This is gonna add my That is 11 damage.
Okay. A dreadful strike here as you loose your arrow. It goes right over your shoulder, Lyranus. What is that sound? It might give you a bit of a start, but you see this arrow land true as it smashes into past the thick hide and fur of this creature, and it squawks in pain from the devastating blow. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to stay back in all of this. If I need to, I'll run forward because I can take a hit.
Mhm.
But I'm staying back and just making sure people don't die.
Very good. Bam, it is your turn. You are muted.
Ha. All right. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Let's go ahead on this turn. I think I'm gonna try just to see. I'm gonna do Toll the Dead. I think on the red one.
Yeah. Roll it for me, please. Okay, it needs to make a DC 12 wisdom saving throw. Let's see what it's got. Hiya! It rolls a 3. It fails,
Yay.
so it takes
Dang.
5 necrotic damage.
Pipe.
What does this look like? What does it sound like?
So I guess to sort of imagine it with the kind of a magic, I would imagine it kind of like a cloud kind of comes up, kind of like a dark thunder cloud would kind of appear, and then he would kind of swing his hands together, kind of like this, kind of like clap his hands together, and it would kind of connect with the cloud. Out of the cloud comes like this like thunder sound, kind of mixed with like kind of a church bell, almost like one of those like big ones that goes doom doom. So it's kind of like a thunder with that bell kind of mixed together sort of sound.
It resonates over this snowy plain, carrying with the wind. There's a dong, and you see the creature recoil in pain, but it seems that it's not undeterred. Anything else for your turn?
I don't know if I can do anything else.
Okay. Learnus, it is your turn.
All right. I will go ahead and throw another Eldritch Blast at the owlbear that I have hit.
Very good.
And I look over to Amy and I say, "Good to have you back in combat. Oh, by the way, I cast spells now."
Okay, I'm not even going to question that one. Just why are you almost dead? Let's keep going.
Okay, as Learnus tries to cast this Eldritch Blast, instead of the new form it took on in the small shape of the Cleric, it kind of fizzles out, and this black miasma sort of like comes out and then stops. And then they're like, "Oh well, guess
Does that always happen?"
The curse is still kind of present. I think with it rolling a 9, that's
Unfortunately, yes. It just melts in your hand and you're able to shake it away.
all right.
It locks eyes with you. You know it didn't appreciate that.
And don't really have much to do with the bonus action, so I'm gonna move a little bit to just kind of be mid-range.
Yeah, we'll say that you're about 20 feet away from it now.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay, very good. Kolskegg, you, I believe, are raged currently, and you are right in the thick of it, BB.
Let's do a Hulk mad little thing here. We'll do
Air.
steamy. There we go, steamy. All right. So Kolskegg's gonna do what Kolskegg does best. And that is, I'm going to recklessly attack with my great axe on the yellow owlbear here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is, with the +2 that I get from raging as well, 21 on both of those dice.
Those absolutely hit.
That is, so that is 15, but I get a +2 because I'm raging to the damage, I believe, so it should be 17 total. I'm gonna double check myself though, but I'm fairly sure.
Devastating blow. As you bring your great axe down, you all hear a sickening crunch and a wail, and it tries to retaliate, but of course on its turn.
Got anything else I can do here? Let me just run through all of my things. As a reminder, its speed is reduced as well, but
Okay.
that is the end of my turn.
Very good. It is the owlbear's turn. It seems that it has no intention of going anywhere, as the golden-eyed owlbear will try to attack our dear Kolskegg. The multi-attack. One beak, one claw. And these are at advantage because of the reckless attack. Let me check your AC real quick. Your AC is 16. So these are going to be half damage because you're raging. Okay, so you're going to...
Is it still 16 while raging?
I don't think raging increases your hit points.
Oh, my
AC.
rage does not increase AC.
Okay.
Thought I lowered it.
Okay, so they both hit. The beak comes down and it gores you. The claws slash you. You take 4 piercing damage. That's already halved. And also 6 piercing damage. That's already halved.
And I will block the claw.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
I will use interception.
When you use this interception, roll a 1d10 plus your proficiency.
4.
Okay, so that claw damage, that 6 damage you took from the claws gets completely mitigated there as Clay reaches out with their shield and it is blocked.
Excellent. So that leaves. Yeah. All right.
Yep, so
I'm
that was only
looking
4
up.
total.
I am almost looking rather bloodied in that case.
Okay.
Except without any blood.
Very little blood.
Very little blood.
Yes. The owlbear with red eyes will attack. Let's roll 1d2 here. Will attack Bam with a beak attack. Oh my god, those are 2 21s.
Oh.
I only have one reaction,
no.
buddy.
That's 15 piercing damage to Bam. Are you okay?
I'm as okay as one can be at -10.
Oh no. Okay, well you hit you are 0.
Yeah, I know, being dramatic.
You all see Bam go down as this beak just crunches your shoulder, and then it will try to claw at you, Clay, with a 15.
A 15 does not hit.
Okay, you block the other claw attack. Clay, beside you, Bam has fallen into the snow unconscious. What do you do?
Clay is going to try to take full attention of the red one and call back to Liernus, who's closing it. You gotta get Bam out of here. He's gone down.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing.
All right. Wow, that's a crit. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Absolutely hits. That does 10 damage. You cut into this owlbear here, and it squawks in great pain, and you can see that it begins breathing extremely heavily. It looks like it couldn't take another blow like that.
And I'm going to follow up with an ability I haven't really used yet. I'm going to use Shield Master to follow up with a free shove.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. You make a shove. Add your AC bonus to any dex saving throw. Okay. I believe when you shove, it's a contested athletics check.
Clay goes full folk hero and pushes the owlbear off the mountain.
Clay tries to push. It looks like Clay's hugging the owlbear as it rolls a 23 against your 5.
Hey, if I'd had advantage on that, that would have been really close.
That would have been really close, yes.
If you had advantage, that would have been. Oh boy.
Clay gets up close and personal with this owlbear here. Anything else for you?
Disappears in the floof.
Okay, Emmeline. You see Bam go down in the
I
melee.
see Bam go down, and I'm immediately loosing an arrow towards that owlbear, and immediately bolting towards Bam afterwards.
Very good.
Resolve in all of it. That's a 26.
That absolutely hits.
And I get my... Okay, I get my extras for this one as well. Let's go. That's 7 damage.
Okay, 7 damage. The arrow hits the owlbear. You hear a shrill cry out, and it appears to be on its last leg. It's still up.
I am going the full 30 feet.
Okay. Did you want to get in
Okay,
front
yeah.
of Bam?
I'm getting in front of Bam.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are now in melee range.
I can take a hit. I have high AC and a lot of health.
Okay,
Surprise.
okay. That's good to know.
And famous last words.
If I get hit for 27 damage next turn, that's gonna be...
It does have multi-attack.
Like, I know you're at level 3, but come on.
Bam.
Oh no! Oh no!
Bam.
No.
The
I
last.
I
Hold
heard
on.
the music change.
You're good. You're good. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Uh-huh.
Just sit down. Sit down next to me. Here. We're gonna have.
Okay,
We're
I'll
gonna have a
sit next-
conversation.
I'll sit
Alright.
next to you, DM.
Okay. So, Bam.
Hmm.
You just saw this snowy owlbear just take a massive bite out of your shoulder. It was an explosion of pain, right? It was enough to, like, you could even see the colors of pain wash over your eyes before everything went black. You hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
All you can feel is the cold snow all around you. And just like that, there's a whoosh. And your mind is elsewhere. You are severed from your body. You don't know where your body is, what's going on around you. But you are somewhere else. What is a place that brings great comfort to Bam?
Oh, probably before this, it probably would have been, sort of a home he had.
Okay. You are in this room of your home. We'll say that you're by a windowsill, and it's a quiet afternoon. You can see sunlight filtering over grass, and there's a tree that's dancing softly with the wind. Someone steps up next to you as you're looking out. When you try to look at them, their form is kind of blurry, fuzzy to out of focus. And you can't quite look at them, but you feel a presence. And you hear them say, if you could have done something differently, anything, at any time, what would you choose? You have drawn the Fates card. You get to alter an event. Yeah, genie rules. You can't make someone fall in love with you. You can't bring someone back from the
darn
dead.
it. I just wanted to make everyone fall in love with Bam.
Well, you can't do that.
That's already the case.
Damn.
No wishing
Yeah.
for more wishes.
She never said that.
No, that's the wish card. This is the Fates card.
I know. That'd be
No fading for more fates.
Yeah.
No fading for more fate.
So you can alter an event or the outcome of an event. And if you want time to think, you can.
Yes. I'm gonna want time. Someone please remind me. In case I don't forget.
Oh, no. I mean, we'll have to resolve this in the next, 10 minutes.
I know.
But,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but I'll give you time to think, because what I need from you right now is a death saving throw.
Oh, we get to
You're
go back
real
to
awkward. You could change anything. Oh,
No, Tony, no,
back
Tony.
to reality. Do I click on death saves on my sheet?
Yes.
I forget now. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Ha!
Wow! That's a nat 1! Oh my god!
No.
Mark 2 out of 3 failures on your
I
death saving throw.
I might know what to use the fate card. Oh.
man, options suddenly
Jeez.
changed real quick.
I believe Bam's a full orc.
I'm a full orc, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Do orcs have a thing?
They don't. It's
On
related to
Tasha's, yes, in Tasha's, they did gain the stand back up.
They did?
they have relentless
Mm.
endurance. When you get reduced to 0, you can instead go to 1 until a long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? We'll say that happens next turn because we already rolled the death save. So, Bam, you don't have to worry about using the Fates card to stand back up.
It's
On your
just
next...
Just to clarify, is that for full orcs or half orcs that get that
That's
stand up?
for orcs too. I
Yep.
can.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
then, because I know there was confusion before, but yeah, okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have that. So, very good pointing out that. Thank you so much. But we'll keep the nat 1 for now. But on your next turn, you'll stand up with 1 hit point, so you don't have to worry about using your Fates for that. Next in the turn order, we have Learnus.
All right. First of all, I want to say I thought Bam was dying because of the dramatic music, and I got a little scared there.
Oh no, it's
No.
okay. I would
I
never
was
do that.
I was like, oh, it's just a card. Thank God.
No, I.
Surprise, Stella
so
added the death
sorry.
card again.
No, I would
Oh.
never do that. No.
All right.
That would break
anyway.
so much trust at the table.
Not without
Anyway.
being like, hey, do you want to do this?
Oh.
So I'm gonna sort of shout at everyone, but mostly Emmy, like, I'm no good with medicine. Help Bam out. I'll continue the attack, and I'll sort of pivot around where Bam is and try. Actually, you know what? No, screw it. I'm just gonna walk up and try to hit with my longsword. Let's
Hell yeah!
do some fighter stuff again. I've been blasting enough.
It looks really shaky. Yep. Tell me what this looks like. Bonk.
All right, so I sort of look over to Clay and be like, "This is how you strike an owlbear," and then I go straight for go underneath. This is just crazy underneath plunge and get it right where its neck meets the upper part of its torso and slide the sword out.
You have to be quick about it as the massive body crushes down into the snow and does not move anymore.
And Learnus will kind of say, "Oh, such a majestic creature. It's really a shame. Oh well." And with that, I will. Actually no. I will move. I will use my bonus action to put my hex on the other owlbear,
Very good.
with their dexterity being the stat.
Very good.
And
Clay is drenched in owlbear blood now.
Yeah. Kolskegg, it is now your turn. You see the owlbear beside you fall down.
Man, there's so many choices for me to
mhm.
figure out what I want to do. Do I recklessly attack with the great axe, with the hand axe, or maybe with the javelin?
So many options.
Yeah,
You can
so
hold
many
me
options.
because I have an axe and swing me.
You could
I-
pick up Clay and swing Clay.
Recklessly attack with the improvised
That is a
weapon of
reckless
clay.
attack.
Yep.
Snatch him up by his bunny ears and use him like a
Oh,
club.
not the
ears.
This
I
is
need those.
awful.
Aw.
No, we'll use the great axe, I think, is the way to go here. That is with recklessly attacking.
That hits.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Dealing 8 damage.
Very good. Another powerful blow. It looks like it gets more pissed off.
Oh.
Stella,
can
do an
be
angry
angry.
owlbear noise.
What's our angry owl bear?
Yay.
Yeah.
Be angry. You can hear it.
That noise is canon now.
Yeah. It goes as it's its turn, and it multi-attacks Kolskegg, beak, claws. The
no.
21 on the claws will hit
Yeah.
because you are recklessly attacking.
Yes.
That is 16 slashing damage.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna intercept it for 4.
Wow.
I knew
So-
the second you linked Shield Master. I was like,
So
oh,
that is-
yes.
So I have a question here.
Yes.
Because it is he's reducing the damage and I am raging. Is it
Mhm.
the damage comes in is halved by raged and then he further reduces it by 4? Or
I would
is it
say thematically, the spirit of it is that the damage reduction happens when it hits your body, right? And the interception is a reaction that cuts in between. So I would say the 16 is reduced to 12, and then you half the 12. So it'll
Like
be,
the sword hits you, but my shield's also trying to stop it at the same time.
yeah.
Yeah, it happens
Gotcha.
before off from rage.
So that is a total of how much damage?
6 damage,
6 damage? Cool.
which is way less scary than 16.
If it was 16, I'd be down. I'm only at 80.
Clay,
Do
it's
I
your
have
turn.
more health than Kolskegg?
You are
think-
the healthy
yeah.
one.
I think so.
Right now, yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Okay. So, I am still completely engaged with this owlbear, so there's no stepping away from me.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna take another swing.
Very good.
Ooh.
That's not one. I don't think that
I think-
hits.
I think that hits.
No, that doesn't hit.
Oh, okay.
Good try, though.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
my
you
turn.
did get that one advantage. Oh yeah, by the way, this is only gonna happen this one time because I don't want this to happen ever again, and I'm promising you right now that it's not gonna work. Everyone just made me feel really good earlier, and very, very, very sweet with compliments. So I jokingly said everyone gets a DM inspiration, but I will also follow through. So if you want to use your
Yay!
advantage here, you can.
You know what? Clay feels really cute and inspired right now.
All right, roll again.
As he should.
12 still
Oh.
misses.
But he's still feeling cute.
You look so
Oh.
cute while you're covered in blood.
And just
My
swinging.
inspiration
Oh,
comes from the puppies I was hugging.
yeah. So many puppies. Emmeline, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm going to do something different now that I'm up close and personal with these. I'm gonna turn around, look at Bam, and be like, "Is anyone gonna stop the bleeding or what?"
I'm
as
horrible
I'm
with first
pulling
aid.
both of my short swords out, and I'm gonna run forward and attack the Alba
Very good.
with everything I got. So this is gonna be fun because I don't actually
Let's
have
go.
the rules set up for it. Let's go. Okay, first attack.
First attack. 22 absolutely hits.
Nice.
Oh wow. So 22
That's
hits
a
for that one.
beefy hit.
Do I roll both hits or do I do the damage first?
I would do damage first, just one at a time.
Don't take the. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna dreadful strikes on this one. So that's 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. You slash down. Blood splays all over Clay.
And then I'm taking my other short sword and I'm plunging the other one into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I love two weapon fighting. It's great.
Yeah.
This one is. I'm gonna modify this one after I rolled
Okay.
it. I rolled a 2 anyway. It's fine. It misses.
It misses.
I
It
rolled
seems-
an 8 total, but
Yeah, an 8. It seems to anticipate your second attack and it dodges out of the way. Bam! Hold on.
I thought that would be cooler than it was.
Everyone chose a weird enemy to start trying to show off against.
Bam.
Mm-hmm.
So you're standing here in this other place, and there's this figure. What would you do different?
Well, throughout all of my time and different things, I'm not the biggest fan of leaving a child sort of alone. So if I may DM,
Mm-hmm.
is there a way that I could fates card it where we left? Because I think I'm the one that killed off the mama Yeti, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way I could retcon it to where we all escape and run away without leaving the child without it? I mean, we could still keep
Mhm,
the
mhm.
whole ice breaking and all that, because that was, I think, the other Yeti.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So
'cause that's all I can really think of to do. with the
yeah,
card.
that's fair and valid. So you speak this out into existence, this thing that's been hovering on your mind, and the figure seems to grow warmer. You can't see them, but you can feel them. You feel the heat radiating off of them. And they say, I see. There is still very much that I have to learn of you and the others. But this has been enlightening. And
Are you
Go ahead.
are you following us?
You could say something like that. And you can feel their presence begin to pull away, and you hear footsteps, but you don't see anyone. And before you can say anything else, react, or try to go after them, you draw in a sudden breath. And you open your eyes. You are laying down in the snow, and you are bleeding. But you have 1 hit point. It is your turn.
Bam is kind of surprised. At 1 minute he was in his study with all of his sort of books on adventures that he's done, different things. Stuff that he kind of remembers and being in his little happy space. And then all of a sudden he's just kind of transformed out of nowhere into this thing with blood all over him. And he'll be sort of surprised and shocked by this whole thing that he'll kind of like stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And he will yell out, he'll go, "Where'd you go? What? I'm here? What happened? Was that a dream?" And then, I guess I'll notice that I'm bleeding. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then look up, and then I see the one owlbear down, right?
Yeah, one is a heap in the snow, and the other is swiping madly at Kolskegg.
All right.
And there's a tomato next to you.
And there's a tomato, yeah. Oh dear. I didn't know that they made fern red. He'll look over, and he. Can I? Is it anyone that's in? I want to do Burning Hands. Would anyone else be affected by it other than the owlbear? Would everybody else sort of be in the?
You
in
could
the
like
way?
move like down here, like around, and then
Okay.
yeah, you can do geometry.
'Cause after falling twice, which is something that Bam isn't quite really used to, just having this over and over again sort of thing.
Where
He
this
is
never
like,
happens.
this doesn't happen. He's like, you know what? It's time to pull out the big guns, and he's gonna use Burning Hands on the other owlbear.
Very good. Go ahead and roll for me. Okay. It must make a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry.
It rolls an 8 and it fails, so it takes 11 fire damage. Tell me what this looks like.
So I think what Bam does, like he likes to incorporate, once he learned magic and did all the things, like we saw with the lightning, he got kind of like purple lightning. He was able to sort of learn throughout the years, kind of to take a magic, kind of able to morph it into whatever color he likes. So what I like to imagine is, he picks up one hand and it's got like a purple flame shooting out. The other one's a neon green. And he kind of just puts his hands together and he says, "This ends!" And he just shoots out his hands like this, and just a giant fireball that kind of swirls of this purple and green together kind of just hit this owlbear. So you sort of see the owlbear get hit with the fire, and it's just purple and green fire that engulfs it.
Very
Emmy's
good.
flinching at this, by the way.
Yeah. Emmy does not like fire. You all hear nothing but the sound of the wind as the owlbear falls. Some of you are bleeding profusely.
Oh,
I'm immediately gonna start doing medicine checks on anybody who's like basically bleeding out, and checking everyone like nobody is dying right now. Going,
Points
"Is
at
everyone
Bam.
okay?"
I think Bam is going to, after he's done with the fire, he's going to purposely just like not like like fall down, but like just sit down. He's just he had enough energy to get up and hit a fireball that took a little out of him. He's just I'm sitting now.
Oh dear.
Clay's gonna go like 5 feet away and make some blood angels to clean off.
Oh my god.
Blood angels.
Okay.
Clay, that is
do that?
simultaneously the most disturbing and cutest thing I've seen in a while.
Cleaning's hard.
Blood angels.
That is
Yeah.
true. It is.
Oh lord.
Does Clay do the little like shake off thing that animals do?
The...
The like cat walk off.
Oh.
All right. Please roll a medicine check to look over Bam.
Me?
Yes.
Where is medicine? Okay, there we go. That's an 18.
Very
Ooh.
good. Yeah.
Nice.
Through a lot of effort and clear practice, Emmeline, you begin to bandage up Bam, and Bam, you look like that you're not going to get infected. You look like that your wounds are being supported, and you stop bleeding out.
You are missing an entire chunk of your shoulder. Ow!
But they got better over
Yay.
time.
I'm bandaging you up and making
Walk it off.
sure like it's tight and has pressure on.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit painful, Bam, as these bandages are being pulled on you, but you know that this is necessary.
I appreciate it a lot. Oh. I hope that it seems like it's gotten dangerous more than normal. Maybe we've just been taking the wrong paths.
Yeah, I was sitting with all of the puppies and the animals and so on. You lot were taking a lot longer than I thought, and yeah, I
Yep.
come back to this.
Yeah, we've had many before these two owlbears showed up, we found 2 yetis.
Oh
As
no.
well.
And
Yeah.
before that, we got attacked by crag cats.
That's right. We had a
All
crag
the
cat.
animals in this area seem to be starving.
Yeah,
And-
there's not much in the way of food. They'll all be going for you.
I think we made friends with a mountain goat as well. A lot has
No.
happened. No?
I don't know if we are friends. It yelled at us.
Oh, that's right. Yes. I was hoping for one friendly thing around here.
It's my friend. I don't know what you're talking about. I was saying hi. I speak
Oh,
goat.
Oh,
that's-
Kolskegg,
that-
I missed you.
Oh. So, yes. It's been. I'm hoping. I don't even want to wish it in the universe, but I just hope we're done.
Well,
That's unfortunately not the way that this entire area works. It's very dangerous.
And Bam says to all of Icewind Dale, could you stop? Just stop.
Could you stop?
Just stop.
I think all we can do is cross our fingers that nothing else happens on the way back.
No.
I will take at least back to town or wherever our destination is at this
Keep
point.
your wits about you, and let's get some sleep when we get back, okay?
I
Agreed.
want sleep.
You need sleep.
Yes,
This
I
is
do.
part of your
Is
own.
that Bam or Zombie talking?
If it was last night, it was zombie.
All right. We'll say that everyone takes a short rest here. So if you want to roll hit die, you can.
Let's see.
What's it like getting hit?
Same. I
Uh,
have not.
Okay, you say that, but y'all are not in safe territory.
I haven't lost an
Uh,
HP in the last 2 combats. That was
How
not
long has passed?
You are playing a very dangerous game.
Uh,
You have me as a player, James. You know.
How long since we started what?
How long since we last made camp in terms of game time?
We'll say that it's been about 4 hours.
Okay, I still have 2 good berries, so I'll hand them out to anybody who looks like severely injured. You get
Points
it
at
one.
Bam.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Bam 2.
Hand them
Actually,
out to
I'll give
Here you go,
Bam 2 of them, but yeah.
Please, all to
Alright.
Bam.
It fills you up as if you've had a full day's food. So good luck eating 2 of them.
On a short rest, do I gain back all of my hit dice, or just whatever I've left?
So the way that it works is depending on your class, you're going to have different hit dice, right? So on your character sheet, you see where it says hit dice D6. You want to click on the word hit dice. Okay, so you get to heal 3, and since you're level 2, you get to do it one more time if you want, but you can't do it again until you long rest. So,
Well, that's what I mean. Like we long rested, and then I got my 2 back, and then I used the hit dice again. So I just wasn't sure if I still had my 2 from before, or if I just had the 1.
we'll say that enough time has passed that you can use the
Okay.
second one. Yeah.
Okay, I have it
Yeah,
on my
you can
character
also
sheet as
gain 1 hit
1.
point from
So
each.
there we
Okay,
go.
that's a 6, so you heal 9 total, plus whatever you get from the good berry.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a good berry, which heals you.
Welcome to
1.
Goodberry, home of
Would
the
that be?
Goodberry.
Would that be?
Can I take the order?
the other? Would that go under temporary then? Because I've hit my max with just my rolls.
Oh, then you don't need it. But
Okay,
no, it
well,
will
then I
not
don't
go
need-
to temporary.
Okay, well then I'll just
Yeah, I'm gonna hand the other one to Kolskegg.
Okay, yeah.
Kolskegg's looking a little bit beaten up.
And hungry.
Oh yeah.
So what does this good berry that you hand Kolskegg look like?
It looks like a really icy pale blue berry. I actually picked what little tiny amounts of vegetation I could. It's really hard to find them, but you can get little snowberries that are like under the ice if you know where to look. So I pulled a few of those on the way over and magically enchanted them. So Kolskegg, I hand you a like ice blueberry, and just it's very obviously magical. Like it's glowing for a start.
He looks at this, kind of like holding it in his hand, looking at it, and he's like, I don't really eat. I don't need this. If you want it, you can have it.
It's more magic than it is food. It's more it restores you as opposed to like your stomach. So,
Well, I'm just saying, it's not. I'm okay.
I'm
I think
literally untouched.
I literally don't need. I can't. I can't eat this.
Everyone rejects Emmeline's good berries. What is happening?
Clay just walks over and snacks on it.
I prefer
Clay, you can.
gooseberries. I'm sure yours are lovely, but
I'm sorry, Emmy.
Okay.
I think it was pretty tasty.
blueberries give
Emmeline
me
in her head
indigestion.
is beginning to wonder what exactly happened to Kolskegg. She knows full well Kolskegg is different, but it's now going, this isn't the Kolskegg I remember.
Indeed. After
I
a
don't
bit
use
of rest,
customizers.
after a bit of rest, you find that the wind begins to clear a bit, making it ideal for travel. Who would like to lead the party?
I volunteer Emmeline,
I want to.
our scout.
Or I'll be up front somewhere.
I'm at the front, but if Leonis is like walking next to me, I'm just gonna like cede to you.
I need a survival check from somebody, please.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I have advantage.
I also have advantage of survival.
That is an 8.
I'd like to use my DM is cute inspiration point, please.
Okay, we have to not call it that, but yes. Go ahead and re-roll.
Gotcha.
21.
Hell
Way
yeah!
better.
I
Nice.
have a quick question
Yes.
around the survival checks. What is the current environment we're in?
We are in tundra.
Oh, cool. Yeah, tundra is my favorite terrain.
Yeah, it's just snow plains right now. I like to imagine thematically the advantage is because Emmeline is next to you, so that like this is kind of a coordinated effort here. But Learnus is doing very well on their own. Emmeline, perhaps you're even surprised to see Learnus in their element.
What are we doing? Are we going in a specific direction or like finding our way?
We're currently heading back. Oh, here, that's a good point. We'll pull up the map. We are leaving Kelvin's cairn and we are heading back towards Targos.
I want to say Leonis is actually making like really surprising like headway for this, and I'm basically just there keeping Leonis like straight as we're going around. Like anytime we stray, I'm just like
Oh. Yeah, Lyrinus has definitely... the snow is an adjustment, but they have been, you know, a trailblazer of sorts, traveling all over the northern part of the continent. So, like, the snow is something Emmy can help them with, but they know how to lead a caravan, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. The group of you make good time. It takes quite a few hours, the most of the day, and by the time you are approaching Targos, you find that it is creeping to nighttime. The cold settles uncomfortably in your bones in the way that here, especially when it's in the later hours of the day, it just permeates and it just lingers, and no amount of clothing or heat can really peel it away from you. When you approach Targos, you can see that the guard on the wall are peering out in your direction, trying to see who you are before you make your way up. The gate is closed, as is pretty normal at nighttime. Does anyone call out to the guard?
Is there
Is anyone there? Hello?
is there a code word, Emmeline?
Hello?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
No, there's no code word. The code word is hello. The guard looks down at Kolskegg and says, "Oi there! From whence do you travel?"
Oh, you know, here and there. We've been to a couple different towns so far.
What business have you in Targos?
We're returning a lost person to their spouse.
Is that you, Garrett? And you can see kind of pulling behind you the various dogs and Garrett, who is still quite wounded and hurt from the adventure, weakly raise a hand. I can notice those dogs anywhere. Well, all right, give us a minute. And you hear the clinking and clanking of the gate being manipulated, and you are given entry to Targos. Where do you want to go? Straight to his home?
Yeah.
Very good. As you enter Targos, this snowy, small town, it's kind of hard to hold back Garrett's enthusiasm. You can see that he begins to pick up pace as he's running through the snow, and the dogs get excited by this energy, and there's frantic barking all around you. These 6 dogs jumping around, some of them pulling on Kolskegg, pulling on Emmeline, as you make your way through the sleepy streets of Targos. And eventually you reach the door of Keegan. There's a pound, pound, pound as Garrett knocks on the door, and almost immediately the door is yanked open and you see Keegan well up in the face. Immediately starts crying. The two of them kiss They embrace each other so tightly. You can see that their hands are shaking as they are grabbing each other. The dogs are running around all around them, barking and jumping excitedly. And they hold each other for several minutes.
No interrupting. We just stand there and we enjoy the moment. Everyone, don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm not interrupting that one. I'm just like.
But Lyrinus definitely has like the most happy expression anyone would have ever seen on their face. Like they'll crack a smile, but in their eyes, in their smile, they look the happiest and most content they have ever since you would have met them.
You see Keegan raise a hand and gently cup Garrett's face, and he says, I thought I lost you. I thank the gods for these adventurers. They brought you home to me. And you can see both of them, tears in their eyes, look at the group of you. Keegan turns and says, thank you. Thank you. My whole heart would have been taken from me if it weren't for you. It is because of you that I will finally be able to sleep at night. The warmth of my husband beside me. Please, come in. It's so cold out there. Please, let me make some soup for you. And he tries to bring all of you in.
I'm just going straight in. I'm
Same.
just like, it's absolutely frigid out here.
Soup sounds wonderful.
I'm just going and going, oh.
Kolskegg is watching you all shiver, and he just looks like confused. He's like,
It's not that cold.
Kolskegg, we know you can't feel cold at this point. Trust us, it's very cold.
You are all in the comfort of their home now, and you can hear the clinking and clanging of Keegan's pot as he is preparing dinner for you, and Garrett sits there, and you all have a gentle conversation. Towards the end of it, you all get your bellies full of delicious food, and Keegan and Garrett regale you with story of how they met, and they're holding hands and looking at each other the entire time. And by the end of it, you've spent several hours in their home. Yes.
can I make a history check with advantage seeing all of this? Because it might pertain something to backstory, maybe? So
Yes.
let's see if he
100%
remembers
yes.
anything. Let's see if he
I
remembers
wonder what
anything.
I wonder what this will trigger.
Kolskegg
a-
was Keegan in a past life.
10.
10.
I have a -1 to
Oh.
intelligence.
That's so unfortunate. So much potential in this moment.
Quick, use your lore inspiration.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can do that. I can just...
Oh wait, we have
Dang it.
nat 20s.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's just use a nat 20 here. Yeah,
You have 6.
yeah, I know. We'll burn one.
Okay.
I'm glad.
You have 0.
Oh.
Aeolus has 2. You know what?
Kolskegg didn't get to use them because he'd go into the fight, instantly get knocked out before it was his turn.
Oh
Here.
no, I did use 2 to stand back up, so I have 4 actually.
Oh,
Okay.
I will
Well,
take
you
that.
still have a lot. I'm sure the spirit of GeekDice would want to give their nat 20s to you. So Emmeline, you can have Aeolus's too.
Yay.
Woo!
So I'll use a natural 20
I'll fix
here.
it.
Okay.
Because because it pertains to my backstory with a natural 20.
Do
I
you want
guess
sad music? Do you want happy music?
You want carnival music?
Let's do some sadder music because like this is like remembering a sequence, like something that went on. So yeah, sadder. It's the first memory he has of who he was before. So
So what do you look like as you're having this memory? Like, what do we see? And then we zoom into your mind and that.
Kolskegg's like has this like kind of blank expression. Normally he's like kind of some type of small smile on his face, but it's just like kind of blank as he's watching like the two of them. And what goes on as it zooms, the camera zooms into his face and it kind of goes into his memories, is it's from a point of view of not an adult, but a child. And this child looks up at a man covered in furs as he's dragging this elk behind him. And the young boy goes, "We did it!" And the dad goes, "That's right, son. We did. Come, let's go." And they're dragging this elk through the snow from this hunting trip. And the dad is, this father is just kind of quizzing his son on things that he learned. How to hide in the snow, how to cover your breath to make sure that the elk don't see when you're waiting for them. All of these things going on. And as they're getting closer to where their small home is, it's this not small tent, but it's definitely something that's built from the skins of animals and whatever supplies they could use to erect it. Something that is hastily built, like the nomads from the Reghead tribes do. And the adult kind of brings the elk to the edge of this hut and leaves it outside and turns to his son and says, go inside and wash up." And from the point of view, you see one of the skins get pushed aside as they run in. And there's another man standing at this fire, tending the fire, making sure it's burning. And this young boy runs up and grips onto his leg and tells him that he and Daddy did it. They got one. And this man turns and looks down, kind of crouches, and he tells him that he's so proud of him, that him and his father did it, and he's proud. He's proud of his son. Gives him a kiss on the head and tells him to go wash up for dinner. And then, as what now is Kolskegg runs off to go wash up, he looks back as his father, walks into the hut behind him and comes up and kind of embraces his husband, and they place their foreheads against one another. And Kolskegg smiles. And at that, it's like something pulls him back to this moment of being here. And he blinks, stunned at what he just saw, what he just remembered. And there is a mix of emotion in his eyes. And he swallows and kind of leans back in this chair that he's sitting in. It doesn't say anything as he's trying to remember anything else, but nothing else comes.
There are hushed voices that come in and out of focus for you, Kolskegg, as the two of them are talking, sharing this lovely, humble story. And Keegan goes, wait, there's something I want to give you. And he gets up and he rushes over to a shelf. You can hear rummaging around. And when they return, they offer a wooden box and they put it on the table, sliding it over to you. You can hear the scraping of the wood. And they open it for you. Inside, you see 4 scrimshaw figurines made out of bone, these small sculptures. You see a spouting whale, a smiling fox, a pair of dancing hares, and a walrus that has the words "Big Love" carved into it. These are for you. They should be worth some amount of money if you want to sell them.
Lyrinus would automatically go for the walrus that says "Big Love."
Darn you.
Not at all intending
I
to
knew
sell
everyone was going to rush for it.
Not at all intending to sell it.
Roll
but to
for
keep it
initiative. Just kidding.
As to
Roll
keep
for
it
big
as,
love.
keep it as the treasured memento that it is. Because not like no checks or a scene or anything, but while they were embracing each other, holding hands, telling stories, Lyrinus also had something flash in their head. Different people of different races, different genders, many different faces, remembering a similar feeling of love that these two reunited spouses had. And some of the names he can remember, some he can't. But the one that's, the one that still rings in their mind, that they see but can't remember anything about. They know it's a recent face. It's this incredibly, wonderfully amazing purple toned tiefling. And the image of that person just is so strong at the front of their mind. And that's probably part of why, there's love happening, people are reuniting, and they just go for that walrus and treasure it as it should be.
You can add it to your inventory.
Clay is going to reach out for the 2 hairs.
Okay.
Hold them tight.
Emmeline doesn't actually mind about these. Mostly just wants to be able to pay for everybody to not be in critical condition.
So that would leave the walrus and the fox, right?
Walrus is taken. There's only the
or the
whale.
whale. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
whale.
I just really wanted that walrus.
Well, my dyslexic brain. I'm sorry. You know what? Yeah, I think Bam would take the whale. Are these like I know that we opened the chest. I don't know if they were described really well, but when I hold it up, and I grab it, does it feel like it's a wooden carving? Is it a stuffed thing? You might have already explained this, and I just didn't
No
hear
worries.
it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. They are made out of bone, but they are basically carvings. So it's a little figurine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll take the whale then for sure.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, so the smiling fox is added to your party's general inventory as it's offered as a gift. And the night more or less draws on. And eventually the group of you leave their home. You are now in Targos. You have a couple of options here. It is quite late in the night. Unfortunately, their home is way too small to accommodate your whole party, but you do have options of, yes, go ahead, Kolskegg.
Oh, yeah. We do know of that one place that is really fancy and has the food that runs in the walls.
Indeed. The Luskin
no.
Arms is available. It's the oldest public house and has quite a bit of lodging.
With the guy that likes to get kisses on his hands. What was his name again? Started with a D.
What was his name again?
Dan? Oh, yeah. Nate.
Yeah.
Maxie. Yeah, Nate Maxie. Yeah.
Nate, yeah.
Are any of the shops still open?
No, everything is closed.
I think it'd be the best idea if we all rested somewhere. I'm good to go where Kolskegg Nate lives. Yes.
Yeah. Also, I do have a best friend who is around town somewhere, Steve.
Oh yes, I think I remember that.
Yeah, the semi-professional ice skater. Yeah.
Oh yes, that man that you told us about. Yes.
You have no
Yeah,
idea
you
where
met him.
Steve
He was very
lives.
friendly, remember?
Who?
I'm not remembering any Steven.
Not Steven. Steve.
Oh, sorry.
Are we sure Steve is his name?
I'd
That's
be
what he
fine
told me.
with Lost Arms. Like, we all need to sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I need my spell slots back.
Yes.
Agreed.
So
So
we'll
do
have
I.
the party make their way over to the Luskin Arms, and you get rooms. And as you begin to settle in for the night, this will be a good time for us to take our break. So we will be back in about 5 minutes. Please join us in grabbing some snacks, rehydrating, do a little stretchy stretch, and we will be back here in a little bit. Be right back, everybody. We'll say that as a group of you get a room for the night and you're beginning to settle down, going about your various rituals, it is at that point that Aeolus will say that time has come to part ways, and we'll kind of do this particular scene like off screen because I don't want to roleplay it for him, but it's I like to believe that the general sentiment is that Aeolus wishes all of you well and to do kindness where you can. And there's a bit of weariness with Aeolus as they begin to walk away. And you never saw Aeolus again. I don't know. Maybe there'll be an NPC at some point. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Aeolus officially leaves the party. The group of you get ready for the night. Is there anything special you want to do? Any conversations or asides you want to have?
Do we have separate rooms and stuff?
It
Or do we all just get like
depends.
one big one?
Depends if you want to save money, then you all get one big one. But the beds will not be as nice.
Kolskegg would probably want to have a conversation with Emmy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see
For
Lyranus get
sure.
ready to go to bed, and at that point, the two of you, we'll just say it's one big room.
Okay.
There is a small nook in this room where Kolskegg and Emmeline can have a conversation.
Yeah. Kolskegg kind of comes and sits down. He's like, Emmy,
Yeah.
back when we were at the house, I think I remembered something.
Oh.
Emmy, I remember being little. I remember my home. I remember my parents, Emmy. My dad's. I remembered them.
Have you only just remembered this?
Yeah, Emmy, before I came into town and I woke up and saw you, I don't remember anything. It was blank.
I mean, this is great. Like you remember stuff like that you didn't before. When you saw me, did you remember the cave? Did you remember the?
No, I mean, I just knew that I knew you. I still don't remember how we met. I don't remember you saving me. You tell me these things, but I don't know them.
Remembering is a start. Like remembering pieces, being able to patch that back together, being able to rebuild something. Like you've very clearly had something happen.
I'm worried,
You're
Emmy.
you're not the same as when I last saw you. I don't know what
No,
happened.
I have this, and he touches the hole in his chest.
He goes, and if they did this to me, what did they do to my dad's?
I don't even want to entertain that. That's
Emmy, what
probably not great.
if my family's been looking for me? What if
Do you know?
what if something happened and I wasn't there?
Are you thinking of helping them? Or finding them? Do you know where they are?
No, Emmy. Did I ever tell you where I came from? Who my
I
people were?
know where I found you. I know I nursed you back to health in Bremen, but then you made your own way back. I know where I found you, and I know you said it was nearby. But your family or tribe, they travel. They're nomads. Um, yeah.
Emmy, do my markings mean anything to you? And he touches these markings that have been on his face.
DM, do I know this?
Roll me a history check.
Eh. That's a 12.
12.
Do I use my inspiration?
That's up to you. No one can make
I'm
that
gonna
call.
use my
but you.
inspiration.
Okay, go ahead and roll again.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. Okay. Kolskegg, please feel free to give as much as you feel appropriate.
Sure, with a 12. The Reghead tribes are, especially if you live here, aren't anything like that is uncommon to know a lot about. Certain tribes are more well known than others. Um, a great example of that is the Elk tribe or the Tiger tribe. Both of those are large tribes that are well known for different things. With your background as a ranger and someone who is very experienced in the wilds, even with a 12, you would be able to recognize some of these markings as a tribe that is in a very strange spot in Icewind Dale. The wolf tribe is known for two things. Currently, it's known to be one of the most bloodthirsty tribes in Icewind Dale. They are known to commonly attack roadways or individuals who go too far into the tundra. But in the same breath, because of how fractured the tribe is and small, they're also known to be more willing to accept outsiders into their ranks. These include even goblins. The markings that Kolskegg bears are markings that are very similar to a warrior within the wolf tribe.
I'm gonna DM something to Stella real quick.
Okay.
Because I need to here.
I've gotten so many DMs from different players today. It's so
Sorry.
exciting. No, don't be sorry. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's your call.
Oh.
This
I'm
is
gonna flip a
your
coin on this one.
story, Melly.
I'm gonna flip a coin on this
This
one.
is your story. You tell it how you want to tell it, my dear. I'm just here to make it spicy.
Oh no. Right, I'm gonna flip a coin.
I feel like this is the spiciest moment you could do it. I mean,
Yes.
Oh, it is! It is! Something I will openly say because we've been like sleeping in the same room and stuff like that. Emmeline sleeps. And if any of you know half elves, you know that's not what half elves do. I'm gonna look at Kolskegg. And I'm going to... Oh, this is the spiciest thing I could do right now.
Only if you feel ready.
I'm going to shapeshift into one of the wolf tribe.
Okay. Tell me what this looks like.
You see Emmeline's grey hair start to turn a brilliant red instead. And you see Emmeline starts to like slowly shift. She starts gaining wolf tribe tattoos. And she stares at you, clearly having like completely changed there. And her entire like persona when she does this changes. She goes from like the like kind, caring Emmeline to a more hardened wolf tribe warrior, and looks at Kolskegg. Knowing what she knows of the wolf tribe, and looks at him and goes, Kolskegg, your tribe is the wolf tribe. They wander. Usually you can find them around cities. But as you can see, and she then lets her form drop completely, and you instead see a ashen grey-skinned changeling with her pointy elven ears and jet black hair, and she looks you with looks at you with her own eyes with their own eyes this time. Kolskegg, I'm not who you think I am.
Kolskegg.
Oh.
Go ahead. I apologize.
Emmeline is dead. She took me in much the same way she did you. I'm just watching the rest of them, just losing their minds right now. She took me in much the same way the rest of you did. Much the same way she did you. And she was kind, she was caring, and I didn't want Bremen to lose that. I didn't want them to lose their ranger. I wanted to help. I wanted to be there to help. But seeing this, maybe your tribe lost you in the same way.
Kolskegg kind of swallows, taking in everything that was just, revealed and told to him. And wordlessly, if she allows it, Kolskegg just kind of takes one of his massive, bear paw of a hand and just, pulls her, them in to, hold, and just kind of wraps his arms. And he kind of shakes his head and just goes, even if Emmy died, she trusted you. And in a way, she lives on because of you.
Ina full-on sobs at this point. Just full-on balls into your chest.
And he just kind of wraps his arms a little bit tighter and lets them cry. He goes,
You hear a slight crunching noise as you do that.
yeah, he just goes, they didn't lose anything. They gained you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be. There's no. You didn't do anything wrong.
You see them look up at you, and like a single tear is going down one of their cheeks.
He kind of smiles and wipes that tear away if you let him.
Yeah.
Emi was my friend.
Yeah. Thank you, Kolskegg.
What's your name?
My name is Ina.
Ina.
He doesn't mess up on the name. And he smiles. He's like, I'm glad to meet you, Ina. Thank
had-
you.
I've had so many faces.
And there's a sad look in Kolskegg's eyes. Because when Ina took the form of that wolf warrior, another memory, why he was out in the tundra, came back. Kolskegg hadn't just been wandering. In fact, he had reached out to Emmy because there was something going on in the tribe. A new leader had come to prominence. A man who worshipped a god, the hunt. A man who sought to be an avatar of Malar. And he was leading the wolf down a path that they couldn't go. And it was something that Kolskegg wanted to correct, but knew he couldn't do it alone, so he turned to the only person that he knew could help him. But Kolskegg never made it to where he was supposed to meet Emily. Instead, on his way there, he was ambushed by warriors, Reghead warriors that he didn't recognize. And although he put up a fight, the axe ended buried in his chest. Same axe he carries now. Ine, I'm sorry. He looks over to the rest of you. I can't stay. I can't stay.
Oh shit, is everyone awake?
That would be totally up to you if you wanted that scene to be private.
If
I actually did.
Yeah, no, they're not paying attention. They're asleep, different variations.
Yep.
he kind of looks around and then looks back down, he goes, I can't stay.
Yeah.
I have
You
to
need
go
to be
back.
with your tribe, don't you?
I have to help them. What's going on is wrong.
And Emmeline well, takes off their locket that they were wearing as Emmeline, and puts it, if he'll allow it, puts it around Kolskegg's neck.
And as you take off that, Kolskegg takes off the amulet that he was given by Pinecone and gently
I love it.
hands it over to NA.
I think it's an amulet of health.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's an actual magical item. Yeah,
the item that I gave you is a band with Emmeline's wedding ring on it.
And Kolskegg holds it in his hands, and it's like you can tell like it has weight to him as he looks down at it. He swallows hard as he puts it around his neck.
Don't let her legacy die.
If I know you were saying you've worn many faces, but if you ever find your way after all this is done to my tribe, the only face you ever have to wear is your own.
Thank you.
And he puts his forehead against theirs. And then just kind of like pulls like this giant kind of like blanket over. And if they want to, they can spend the rest of the night just like that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
way no one
Absolutely.
sees them sleeping.
Excellent.
I will also add, Ina is going to shapeshift back in the morning.
Okay. Yep. Very good. So, meanwhile, as this heavy conversation privately happens between the two of you, we look over to Learnus, who is sleeping.
After everything that happened to them, this is the first time that they're really able to, after the events that have happened since they left Targos and now they're back, rather. This is the first time they've really been able to, sleep soundly. And because of this, they're able to dream. The dream is quite vivid. They are in what looks to be a makeshift home that is a huge, hollowed out. There is so much equipment around. Lab equipment, be it, beakers, test tubes, things like that, or tools that might manipulate physical. It's a home, but there's no semblance of a family. Kitchen doesn't have any fresh baked bread. Table is barren. The only table with anything on them is books in the laboratory workshop, and they're sitting on this table. The only thing they remember that moment is feeling insecure and not what was expected. Feel like a disappointment, a burden. But as they're falling deep into the emotion they felt when the curse had overtaken them, all the negative things that scream in the back of your mind at you, that create so much lack of self-worth. A familiar shape sort of phases through the door, and it's that same Cleric, but this time, instead of being incorporeal, its form is now full. And Lyrinus looks at it and says, "Do I know you?" And in Sylvan, it responds, "Yes, you know me. I'm the one who freed you from..." "What do you mean, freed me?" "You were kept here, captive, by your mother. Her intention was to restore magic in you. Powerful magic that somehow skipped you because of your mixed heritage. I knew that something had happened. I freed you from this place because it was wrong. She had stolen you away from your father, someone that she had built a life with. I do not know the musing of human relationships, but I figured that's not how it should be. Why did she do that? I do not know. What I know is that I freed you from this place. And I have not removed, but entirely weakened the curse that was upon you. See, I created a pact with you when you left here. I'm a creature called a Cleric. Not only that, you could say I'm one of the more primal Clerics of the Feywild, and it just took this long for me to solidify our bond. Your mother, you see, was a powerful elf, and her origination came from Evermeet. Lyrinus is just in shock, doesn't know most of what this is, and says, "But I do have magic now. Yes, you have it through me. As to your memories, I can't restore what I did not see." Lyrinus recalls the lilac purple tiefling and describes them and says, "Do you remember them?" "No. Fortunately not. I can sense a strong bond. Your friends await you. Now go forward. Be the brilliant, wonderful, strong person for you know you can be, and that you know you should have been all." And the house will fade, and Lyrinus will then continue to remember dreams of a very tall, muscular from work man running around fields tending sheep. The rest of the dreams are happy until they...
Okay. What is the night like for Clay, for Bam?
For Clay, it seems to be a mostly average night. Except for the fact that every now and then there's a small cough that comes from him while he's sleeping.
Okay. And what about Bam?
I think Bam. I think Bam is just happy to be alive. He doesn't remember the last time. He's sure that it's happened. He doesn't remember the last time where he's gone on an adventure, whether it be into a tomb or looking for different lore backgrounds or trying to figure out old scripture, stuff like that, where he remembers it being such a tough battle, and that maybe he's had things easy this whole time. Maybe he's, finally, maybe he's not as powerful of a wizard as he had maybe thought he was, maybe ready to go out and do these things, but he kind of is looking at this as like, maybe, okay, one big final test to see if I could do these things. And he survived. Gotta look at the positive side on that, I guess. And he just kind of lays in bed, just happy to have something, or bedroll, or whatever it is that we have in the room. And he just kind of lays there, still kind of wondering how he got here, what brought him here, but there has to be a reason for it, and he's going back and thinking about the vision he had earlier, about his house, his study, and I think he drifts off to sleep, trying to figure out if he recognizes that figure or not, if he remembers a figure at this point, because it's been a little bit, and
They're
we just see
completely
him.
foreign to you.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess, GM, did I even know, because I remember you saying something about hearing footsteps but not seeing. Was this being just invisible?
Yes.
Or did it have like a form?
It had the kind of thing where, like, when you are able to sense something on your peripheral vision, you know something's there, but when you look at them, you don't see anything. So whatever it is, they didn't want you to see them.
Okay. So he'll probably fall asleep going, I wonder what kind of magic that thing used, and then that's his last thought before he falls asleep.
I love it. Okay. Morning comes. And the group of you rise relatively around the same time. You can hear the sounds of industry outside, people sluggishly making their way to work and starting a new day.
I guess Spam could be one of the first to sort of get up. Kind of organize his things, maybe roll up his bed. Does Bam notice anybody else awake, or just...
Technically, it's not sleeping, but Kolskegg only rests for 4 hours, so he would be sitting there awake with this heavy blanket wrapped around and still like just holding Emmeline while she sleeps, kind of like curled up sleeping, I guess.
So I'm taking the guess did Emmeline already change back?
I have not changed back yet.
Okay, so I'm looking at this wolf, unsure, and I kind of look at Kolskegg and go,
I'm covered. Yeah.
Yeah, no. He has her, like, he covered her with this blanket.
Oh, okay. I'm
so
sorry.
No one can
Misunderstood.
Yeah, so no one can like see Emmeline, but like she's not laying in the room, so I guess like natural assumption would be like that's her just kind of sleeping in his lap.
Hey, sleep all right? Or nap all right, as it were?
Kolskegg kind of looks and gives you like a sad smile, and the look in his eye is different. It's not that fun-loving eye. It's like a burdened kind of gaze, and he looks and kind of shakes his head no. And without showing the like what's underneath the cover, he just kind of like gently touches Emmeline's shoulder to like wake her up.
and leans down and goes, "Everyone's awake."
I'm going to use my action to shapeshift back to Emmeline.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
once her,
And then
yeah,
pop my head up.
once her form is shapeshifted back, then Kolskegg would remove the blanket.
You can literally feel like my body changing as I'm like lying against you.
Yeah. And he once the shapeshift is done, then he pulls the covers back and kind of puts it back behind him.
Oh, morning.
Morning. You can, if you're even remotely perceptive, you know Emmeline's been crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may have just
Um,
shapeshifted, but I still have that there.
Oh yeah.
Kolskegg looks
What?
at all of you and clears his throat. "Today's going to be the last day I travel with you. When
Oh.
we all met, I didn't remember who I was, where I'd come from, or my people. I remember now. I went out that day to meet Emmeline, to find help. There's a man that's in charge of my people, and he intends to lead them down a very dark path, worshipping a god of blood and the hunt. I have to go back to them. I have to stop this wrong. I have to protect my people."
Yeah.
Wow. Um, that's it's heavy. Well, you're definitely doing the right thing. You're more than capable, I think, of. I don't even know this person, but I'm definitely sure you're more than capable of taking this person on. Um, you're gonna be missed. I've only known you here for a short time, but the legend of Kolskegg will live on in this party. Guarantee it.
Clay hops out of his bed and walks up to Kolskegg. When he makes his way up to him, he cranes his neck all the way up to look up at you and holds out a hand for you to shake.
Kolskegg gently takes his hand.
You see, no party is ever going to last forever, but thank you for making Oz just that much brighter.
Kolskegg smiles. "It was brighter because of you, Clay."
Clay laughs a bit at that, and there's a firm grip in the shake. He grabs your whole hand, and he follows up with, "Just make sure this is a goodbye with smiles, okay?" And he gives you a big, bright grin.
He grips back, not too hard, but you know. And then Kolskegg kind of looks over at Larinus. "I'm glad to see that you're not hiding anything anymore. That you're not glowing when you sleep."
Well, I'm not completely over what ails me, but I'm doing better.
Just
I'm
remember
happy.
that. Go ahead.
I'm happy for you as well. It seems like you have found clarity and purpose for yourself. It really makes me happy.
Remember that everyone here's your friend. We all help each other. Nothing that any one of you have to bear is something you have to do alone.
Thank you.
And maybe if you find yourselves out in the wilderness and see somebody laying in the snow, you'll help them and think of me. But we still have the rest of the day. And we have a job to finish. Or you all do. Septic cantrips isn't gonna kill himself.
No, I'm gonna kill him.
That is true.
Come on. Let's get up.
As the group of you are getting ready for your day, packing up your belongings, you can hear the of rats in the walls and in the floorboards.
Oh.
DM, I'm gonna take a minute while we're like getting ready to attune to my shiny new amulet. That
Yep.
gives me 19 constitution.
You now have 19 constitution.
Jeez.
Yes, I have so much health.
Tank
The
Ranger.
tankiest ranger ever made.
I have more health than Kolskegg now.
Yeah.
Can I have some of that health, please?
So everyone gets the effects of a long rest here. You restore literally everything. You're back to
Yay.
full health, all your spell slots, except for...
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
I've seen a bunch of cards.
Oh no, who's this?
Clay.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hey, look, I mean, obviously that's why Clay was coughing the whole.
Yeah.
Yep. Clay, when you wake up this morning, there's just something weighing on you. Whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, you just don't feel like your full self today. You have half hit points. But your fur looks great, because you probably had a bath at some point.
So Clay, when he lets go of Kolskegg's hand, there's a bit more of that black blood that is now on Kolskegg's hand that was on his from coughing all night.
You should probably get that looked at.
It ain't killed me yet, and I've had it most of my life.
Oof. That's ouch.
Learnus will get visibly angry. Clay saying,
Now then, I don't know about y'all. He holds up the hand axe. But I need a new sword.
Are we having a shopping episode for the rest of the session?
I'd be
Can
alright with
I
that.
hand Clay one of my short swords?
I just need something that scales with dexterity. I am not
Well-
a strength person.
For context, I gave Clay a hand axe because they had lost their short sword.
Well,
Yeah.
let me
Oh,
tell you
no.
something
Oh, no.
exciting. Thank you so much,
Oh, no.
Godfather Wraith, for the cards. Everyone gets one, including me.
Who did I
Oh
give
my
the plus one
God.
dagger to?
Yeah, so for Clay, I'm just going to like hand him my short sword.
Short
the
sword,
rec-
you say?
for the
Yes,
record, the
I have two
DM has
short
multiple cards now.
Yes. Sorry, one
Oh.
second. Kolskegg, what were you saying?
Who got the plus one dagger that I had?
I think you just held on to it because no one was going to use it. Or no one, like, showed interest at the time.
Oh, well.
That was a dagger? Oh yeah, I wasn't there with Pinecone. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Godfather Wraith, for the card draws. We'll start with Melly. Tell me when to stop.
Stop now.
Okay. Clay.
Can Melly have mine?
No.
Fine, stop. Just draw the card you just used on me again.
Zombie.
I suppose this would be a good time to stop. Great. I love that. That's
Um,
fantastic.
Kolskegg and potentially question mark.
Go ahead and stop.
Wow.
Somebody's gonna draw a void card in the goddamn.
Not a good face to make when you say wow.
Lyrinus.
Someone's got to get a good card.
Oh, I get a card too.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Great. Yeah, it's cold, it's wet, and everyone's miserable. Welcome to Icewind Dale. It's another morning. Aeolus, before they leave, hands over the pamphlet that y'all had gathered in Bryn Shander of the flyer of where Torg's nomadic mercenarial business will venture. And they had been at Bryn Shander, so they're headed towards East Haven and then coming back to Bryn Shander at some point. What do you want to do?
Sorry, I just saw I just saw what popped up there, and I'm like, oh boy, B.
Well, hey, this'll sure help. Clay says, holding the pamphlet.
Yeah. Where are they heading again? Sorry.
So we are looking for a Sepik
Caltro.
Caltro.
Septic caltrops.
You had picked up the flyer while they were at Bryn Shander, right? And they're making their way to East Haven, and then they're coming back to Bryn Shander. So you have two options here. You can try to cut it to East Haven, or you can wait for them when they return to Bryn Shander.
Just gonna check the map.
Yeah. So let me pull up the world map for everybody. You're currently at Targos.
Is there any sort of date on the pamphlet, or is it just like, I'm gonna be here?
There is no date. But from the way that they've been moving, it looks that they don't stay very long per place. Maybe like 1 or 2 nights.
Yeah, if they're going from East Haven to Bryn Shander, that's quite far. Where are we right now?
Targos.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the time they were at Bryn Shander, we went to a mountain, climbed it, and then came back and went to Targos. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we go to Bryn Shander regardless. Like, if they're going to East Haven or Bryn Shander, like Bryn Shander is on the way. It's literally a straight line to East Haven through Bryn Shander. So, yeah, let's just head off that way if we want to catch up with them.
Okay. So as the group of you begin to head out, who wants to lead the pack?
I shall.
Wait, before you begin to leave, does Kolskegg join them?
He said this would be his final day traveling with them.
Okay.
So this is his final day, and as they do get close to where they're going,
it would make a lot of sense to go to Bryn Shander with them, because Bryn Shander is the largest of the cities, so you could resupply, gather information, all of that.
yeah,
So,
and he would probably head out the following day.
Okay.
So this would be his
Yeah,
last
I'm
day.
going to before like Kolskegg heads off, I'm actually gonna hand him about 5 gold for supplies and stuff. Like, even though he doesn't need to eat or sleep and kind of apparently breathe or any of those things, I still want to make sure like my friend is like properly equipped.
When you go to hand him the gold, Kolskegg would just kind of close the gold back in your hand and open up a pouch, and you would see 9 gold and 96 copper in this small bag. And he would just shake his head slowly now.
I'll raise you a pouch with 50 in it.
Clay holding a pouch of 60 gold that weighs almost as much as him.
Damn, are y'all doing
really
this on the
hard to
road or in the middle of Targos? Because, I mean...
No.
Somebody's
It's really
got
Roll
hard
to get robbed.
spend money in anywhere in the Icewind Dale. It's really hard to spend money.
Yeah. All right. V, thanks for the card. Ooh, okay.
Who's the
okay.
card for?
It's for me.
Oh no.
Oh,
Really?
man.
Yeah, now Stella can
Little
have
do y'all
4
know,
owlbears.
like... Little do y'all know that these 2 cards are just going to, like, make some super hot NPC all tricked out, and they're gonna have, like, all the best equipment, and, you know, maybe eventually become the BBEG. Yeah.
You were
Can I give
so
you a card
close
that
to
means
showing
they're on
us
our
both
side?
of those cards.
Can I give you a card that means they're on our side? No.
The night card.
Yeah, I was like, maybe
much
the
money
maybe
do I
the night card. Maybe the night card.
No. That's not how that works. Listen,
But-
we gotta follow the story. It's gotta happen in the story. Okay.
I love that
no.
this is a Patreon campaign because it means we're literally paying for emotional damage. Let's go.
Yay!
Thank you, Patreons. Thank you. Because of you, I can keep the lights on. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So yeah, the group of you are making your way towards Bryn Shander. I will need someone to lead the way. I need a survival check.
Cool, I shall do it.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay.
gonna also offer.
I have advantage on this.
Everyone trying to be the survival leader.
I have
Well,
advantage in +5.
I also have advantage in it too.
That was a 20.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I also have an extra 2 because it's. Oh, okay, there we go. That's a
Jeez.
26.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow. All right,
Wow.
cool. Absolutely. Emmeline, question mark, you have almost a photographic memory of this path. You know the roads to Bryn Shander are incredibly important, and because of that, you know exactly which shortcuts to take to make good time. By the time you get to Bryn Shander, it is almost lunchtime. You find that your path is quite optimal and you actually avoid any kind of trouble out in the frozen wastes. Welcome back to Bryn Shander.
When we get here,
Have you been to Bryn Shander yet?
Some of us.
Some of you.
Mhm.
I
We
have.
came here before going to the mountain.
I think it was me and Emmeline.
So it was
Yeah.
Emily,
Two of you split off.
And
and
Aeolus.
Aeolus. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in Bryn Shander.
Yeah,
Can I do my natural explorer check? Actually, it's not natural explorer. It's what is it again? I forget what I can do again. Let's see. Primeval awareness.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use primeval awareness for the little, what were they called again? The things we needed a lantern for?
Chewingas.
Chewingas. What are they again? Fae.
They are fae. You do not detect any here.
Within 6 miles.
Within 6
Well,
miles. there
you
are
do
none here.
detect a fae. A little bit of fae blood.
Do I wait? How many do I detect?
Well, because Clay is
At least Clay.
Paragon.
Yeah, at least clear. I know there's Fae directly around me. I am Fae, so like.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's a good thing no one else is doing that. That'd be a question.
Yeah.
I mean, if any of you have been paying attention, Emmeline does not. Emmeline actually sleeps. So.
Clay just thinks you're all weird.
The group of you approach a walled town perched atop a cold, lonely, wind-lashed hill. You see bright lanterns suspended over narrow streets that twist in the wind and add flecks of color in an otherwise drab surrounding. Much like the rest of Icewind Dale, people here move with a sense of drudgery. The walls of this town are 30 feet high and confined defined by two concentric rings of upright wooden poles, and the gaps are filled with dirt and rubble. This is the most fortified, the most significant settlement of the 10 towns. If you're looking for something, you'll probably find it here, except Chewinga's.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we have Emmeline, because that lantern's gone.
Oh no, what happened to the lantern?
Avalanche.
Ah,
Clay got
That's-
caught inside of an avalanche.
wait, you got caught inside of an avalanche? Clay, what the hell?
Clay had a tough time. It was
It was a
a
bad day
test
for
of
Clay.
mental stability.
Oh,
It was a bad day.
because I never actually got to do my shopping in Bryn Chandler because we decided to get going. Would I be able to off-screen grab another item from the shop?
Oh yeah, absolutely. When the group of you make your way to Bryn Shander, you are able to discern that Torg's mercenarial services are not here yet, and that they will arrive probably sometime the next few days. So you have a few days to kill, and we will roleplay as like a few days basically passing by between now and our next session, so we can button up everything and say our goodbyes. We'll say that the group of you just have the whole day, right? In the big city with Kolskegg, your last day. What do you want to do?
Kolskegg, let's think. He's never been to a big city before. He's always lived with the nomadic people. So this is just like almost overwhelming for like him. And how do the people react to Kolskegg inside of the city? Because he does have like tribal markings. He is very clearly a Reghead tribesman.
I would say that it's a mixed reception for sure. People look over the group of you. You are an odd collection of individuals, but you look like adventurers, so they don't really linger long in your presence. I would say that it's not so jarring as you would have thought. You actually see a few people dressed like you that have the same bearing as you.
Do they have the same tribal markings as me?
They do not.
Do I recognize those tribal markings?
Roll me a history check.
We're just going to use the natural
guess.
20.
Use a natural
burn
20. Yes, you are able to identify someone from the... Pulls up list of the different tribes. The bear tribe?
I think there's
I roll to
elk,
see if I know who they are.
I think there's elk, bear, tiger, wolf.
Bear tribe.
Rawr.
Kolskegg would kind of eye them up and down. And if they notice Kolskegg would like kind of just nod in their direction.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't directly approach them. Unless, they kind of come towards him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me intimidation. Roll me either fuck, what was I thinking? I lost it.
Insight?
Insight, intimidation, charisma. You'll have different results depending on what you want to roll here.
We'll do insight. We'll do insight. That's fun.
Roll money.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. They're curious about you. They clearly want to talk to you.
Kolskegg would kind of glance between them and his group, before waiting until like everyone was talking or doing something and kind of making his way towards these other tribesmen.
There's a low conversation that exchanges between you and these tribesmen. They are hunters, and they occasionally come through here to try to barter for goods. And they are very curious about you. They ask you questions about who you are and where you're from. How do you respond to them? What's your disposition?
Kolskegg came looking for allies. And Kolskegg would know about the tribes. He would remember about the tribes at this point.
Okay.
And he would explain kind of what has gone on with his tribe, how fractured it is, and this upstart chieftain. And he would explain his concerns, and the potential danger that this individual poses, not only to his tribe and the 10 towns, but also other tribes.
They seem to take this very seriously. And they make an offer to you. They say that perhaps your story would be best heard by their chieftain, and they would offer you passage to their village if you would like to join them.
Kolskegg would grip one on the shoulder if they allow it, and kind of like accept that offer. And then kind of like turn back towards his group, and it's like kind of a sadness. But this is probably one of the only ways he can see to help his people.
Emmeline, basically pats Kolskegg on the shoulder. Good luck. I hope I hope you can help your tribe.
Don't forget what I told you.
I will never forget that.
And he smiles and gives her one last hug if she lets him. And then grips her shoulders afterwards and tells her,
What I told Learnus applies to you too. They're our friends.
I know.
We share burdens.
Yeah, they deserve to know too.
When you're ready.
Yeah.
and with that, he'd kind of lean forward and give a short, peck on the forehead if she allows him. And then,
Trying very hard not to cry.
and then,
Don't make me sentimental, please.
and then nod and turn to join the tribesmen as they get ready to leave, I suppose.
As Kolskegg turns around, real quick, can I do a sleight of hand check?
Oh my god. On on Kolskegg?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, are you okay with that?
Yeah, you can roll. Beat a 0. You're gonna do anything. you
All
need
right,
to.
go ahead.
Clay is going.
Wow,
That's
that's
a
a
20.
that's a dirty
20.
20. That's a dirty
Clay
20.
is going to slip the bone carving of the 2 hairs into one of Kolskegg's pouches.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's great.
Kolskegg doesn't
Oh.
notice, and he wouldn't notice until days later, when he's on the road and he's looking for supplies to help one of the tribesmen as they go back to their to the clan home, and he would see the hair kind of close it in his hand and put it in a pocket that's more up near where his heart is, in the folds of his furs.
I love that so much. As we see Kolskegg going off into the distance with the members of the bear tribe, we'll see the screen slowly fade to black. And as it does, a single card, the last card in Kolskegg's hand, will rise, and we see the throne card. What that means, the party won't know until they find Kolskegg again, if they do.
Oh dear.
But that's where we're going to end our session for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for watching our show. Really, really appreciate it. We're going to go around real quick and tell you who we are, where you can find us, and what our favorite part was of this session. And we're going to go start with Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm whatever your name should call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the good ship Clip. I might be too many lips, but that's up to your own discretion. Today I played Bam, who is the wizard orc boy who is just trying to figure out what the heck is going on, how he got here, and now trying to stop this evil person from doing evil things, possibly. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. If you do, there's a pin tweet there made by the lovely Lady May. If you find that there, that's my business card. I do video editing, audio clipping, Twitch clipping. Soon there'll be examples of all that stuff heading your way. But if that's anything that you think that you need, or anyone else you know around that might need some of that stuff, I do it. I have mostly edited in TTRPG APs, but I can do other stuff too. But I just know that there's a lot of people making a lot of amazing games, so I try and hit that market the best I can. Speaking of which, today's favorite moment, I'm gonna probably steal it from a lot of people, but it has to be when we all got back into the hotel and Kolskegg and Emmeline had that touching moment with each other, the reveal and everything like that. There was what this reminded me of is there was a tweet that I saw, there was a survey going around of what is the reason why you join games, right? Is it on specifically streamed games? Is it fame and fortune? Is it to tell stories? Is it neither? Is it both? And I remember answering stories, and the reason I said that is while I would also like to tell stories, I am most happy to be part of a game when there's being an awesome story told. And I get to be there live in the table with that moment going on and watch it and see everyone's reaction and look at all the fun. And today's game was probably one of the most rewarding games I think I've been in, especially with this group, since we started. And I love that moment. I'm going to cherish that moment, I think, for the longest time. And just thank you two for that. And I think that's my favorite moment.
Oh, thank you, Zombie. That's so sweet. We'll pass it on over to Apollyon.
Hi, everybody. I am Apollyon, and up until now, I have played Kolskegg, the barbarian from the Reghead Drums. Today, however, was my last time playing Kolskegg on the streamed game. I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be part of the stream. We'll just be introducing someone new in our next session. However, I am very, very, very happy with tonight's session. But before I even tell you my favorite part, where you can find me is every other week here, playing on this campaign where I cause these wonderful emotional moments with my characters. But outside of that, you can also find me in Stella's Discord. I hang out there occasionally. And you can find me on Start Playing. I am a DM as well, and I love running games similar to this. As a matter of fact, as earlier, I have 2 seats open in a Shadow of the Dragon Queen campaign, which is set in Dragonlance, the world of Kryn. So if you've ever wanted to explore that, you've ever wanted to feel the gritty, realism and action of war and the loss that goes on there, please feel free to go over, click the link, join my campaign. I would love to have you. Tonight, my favorite part of tonight's session, I feel like it's going to be a lot of people's, is not just one moment between NA and Kolskegg, but pretty much all of them. It's been a lot of fun, and having that moment between two people of just genuine acceptance and understanding. But also, I think my most favorite part was the fact that Kolskegg shielded NA from everyone while she slept and protected her, them, ensuring that their secret wasn't let out before they wanted anyone to know. It was fun being able to show the soft side of this barbarian, and hopefully, maybe the party will be able to encounter him again, and maybe I'll be able to make a little bit of a cameo with everyone's favorite snuggle bear. And that'll do it, though. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'll pop on over to Schroeder.
Hi everyone, I am Schroeder, they, them, as is Learnus, the character I played. You can find me here every other Wednesday. I'm also on Twitter at Schroeder0083, and I also had the favorite moment of Kolskegg, and I'm sorry, Emmy, what is the character's name again?
Ina, pronouns
Thank you.
are any.
Gotcha, I wanted to make sure I have it right. So I loved the moment between those two, obviously. Like Zombie said, it is something else compared to seeing an amazing moment of RP like that and then being here when the emotions hit you harder, and it was wonderful. And I enjoyed it much more than me trying to have a scene with myself where my anxiety was making my heart pump. Great to reveal the story, but it was overall a great session today. I loved it so much, and just all of it. The reuniting the husbands, Kolskegg's flashback, all of it. And more than anything else, I'm happy to have Melly back at our table again because we've missed you.
I have missed you all as well.
Thank you. I want to do this more. Casting calls, Twitter, yada yada. Tonight was wonderful. Thank you all.
Thank you. We'll hop on over to V.
Hello, I'm V, or Vertigo Cross. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I play a bunch of games. Basically, whatever I feel like at the time, come check me out. You never know, it might be something you've never seen before and you might be interested in. As for my favorite part, I have to give it to the two people who took emotional damage today.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're willing to put yourself on the line, I think you deserve at least that much.
My favorite part was where we almost rolled for initiative because everyone wanted the walrus scrimshaw that had big love.
I was just
carved
going
into
to
it.
watch there with popcorn if that happened.
It's well, the inscription is very also part of Learnus' background. So anyway,
Claire was just happy to get either the fox or the rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
and then he gave it as a gift.
Yeah, that was so sweet. But last and certainly not least, we have Melly. Hi.
Hi, I am Melly, MellyBT. You can find me here every other week. I used to do a lot more on Twitch. I currently don't. You can find me on Twitter as well, and I play Ina, the Changeling Ranger, who I was sorely debating. I think you probably saw it on my face when I was like,
Melly, you were literally gripping your head.
I was just like, do I do it now? I had so many different ideas for how I was going to reveal this. I've been a changeling from the beginning, and I've been debating it and going over
character
it.
art.
What? Yeah, yeah, there's character art for it too. I commissioned 2 sets, so I'd have Ina's art. But yeah, Ina has like any all pronouns, and also has like a really fragmented sense of identity and has no clue like who they really are. They have worn so many faces that they almost forget which one is theirs. My favorite moment from this was Kolskegg shielding Ina. That was really special to me, the player. That was really nice, and I absolutely adored that. Thank you very much, Apollyon. That was fantastic. But yeah, I'm really glad to be back. I missed quite a few. I do a lot of LARP, as you can probably see. So
You're so cool,
yeah,
Melly.
I have been doing that quite a lot, and missing things. Like I'm actually doing it next week, so this lines up perfect for me.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. I'm Stella Luna. If you're watching and you enjoyed the show, please consider giving us a follow, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube. That way you get notifications for when we go live and we upload our videos. We will be back with Rime of the Frostmaiden in a while. We are going to be taking a little break. You're going to come back and see some new overlays. We're going to have new character information, new character art, and a bunch of fun new secrets and exciting things to play with. And that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again to all of our Patreons for supporting everything that I do here. I'm very, very thankful and appreciative that I can do this. And it's all possible because of these lovely people. That's going to be it for us. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Goodbye, everybody!
Bye.
Bye.